Hey everybody, Crow back again with another Pinball Arcade video. We're looking at the first table in Season 7, which is Paragon, and as you can see, I'm doing things a little bit differently. If you've watched my older Pinball Arcade videos, you know that I used to do a green screen, and then I took that away. Well, you know what? The green screen is actually way easier to do now, and I've got different filters, so I'm going to try that again. Maybe we'll do this again going forward. But let's go into Paragon. And for some reason, they put the background music for Tales of the Arabian Nights here. I don't know why they did that. I did play this for quite some time yesterday. Got a good handle on what the table's about. Again, there's still some things that I may not be 100% clear on. But let's look at... Where do we want to look at? Is it extras? Yes. Table history. Paragon from 1979 was designed by Greg Kamiek and drawn by Paul Ferris. This beautifully illustrated table was the first supersized wide body table made by Bally. This table was one of the first to use inline drop targets in the Valley of Demons to score points and multiply the bonus. And you know, that's one of the best things I like about this table. The table also features 4 flippers on the playfield to control the ball away from the Beasts Lair, the dangerous outlane gap under the pop bumpers on the left. This table challenges players with every game, and is a great game to hone flipper control and nudging skills. Enter the exciting world of Paragon. And for the most part, that's true. When I first started playing this, actually I saw this table once in real life. Many years ago in the Pinball Expo, I saw it. I think I played it, but I don't remember much about it. And then when I started playing this, when it was new a couple days ago on Pinball Arcade, I was thinking to myself, I wasn't getting into it. But as I played it more and more, I actually kind of really liked this table. And I think this is a good way to start Season 7. Now again, there are a couple issues I have with it. I can't play this like I would a normal table because of the flipper layout. Things like dead flipper passes don't quite work that well on this table. And I kept trying to do that, and I kept losing the ball because the 2 flippers on the right are staggered, so it doesn't work out quite the way I expect. Let's start it up here. Let's see if I can get a good game in there, because this ball loves to screw me over with the ball drains. So if I could get it going good, then you're bound to get a good score, obviously. But I've had times where the ball will just drain without much going on. When I launch the ball, there's actually 2 areas we can get it to go in, far up at the top. And there you can see the letters Paragon kind of cycling through. If you were to hit that hole up there on the right side, you would score whatever letter it would happen to be on, and that would light up in the middle of the table. And one of the goals is to try and spell out Paragon. But it gets really difficult to maybe get the final letters, because it doesn't matter. Like, if you've got an A and then you get the A again, it just will give you the points, but it won't score you any additional letters. And then on the left side, there's the cliffs. I don't know if that's Golden Cliffs or whatever. And I usually try to go for that, because the first time you hit it, it's worth 2,000. Then the second time, 4,000, 6,000. It keeps increasing 2,000 points every time you do that. And so if you hit that often, the scoring is just going to keep going up and up. And but the main thing I usually go for are those row of drop targets in the Valley of the Demons. And the reason for that is because that's where your multipliers are for your end of ball bonus. If you get it a few times, you'll get 2 times, then 3 times, and then 5 times. And almost everything will kind of add to that end of ball bonus. So it's not unusual for the end of ball bonuses to be a fairly highly scoring amount. So you gotta be careful not to tilt, because I've done that before. And a lot of times it'll miss these holes too. And it can be frustrating sometimes, but it's just the way the table is. I think it's like nothing is guaranteed. Everything's just got to be right. So, again, you've got to nudge. You've got to nudge on this table if you want to get any decent scoring. And again, I just hit those 3 targets on the side there. Oh, it's kind of, I can't like catch the ball on that lower flipper, because it'll just drain. If I get it on the left flipper, I'll try to shoot it up there. Again, this is what I figured out. I don't know what the pros say about this. Again, I don't know if there are any notes from the pros on this at all. But we're off to a decent start. There we scored the N. I was one letter away. Oh, shoot. Yeah, terrible. I was one letter away from actually spelling Paragon, and that's one of the wizard goals. I've already scored all of the standard goals. But it took me a while before I was even able to score over 100,000. I'm hoping I could get over 300,000 at least during this video. The end of ball bonus, there's a lot, will reset every time, but there's certain things that don't reset, like between balls, and the cliff score is one of those things. So, okay, there we go. Come on. Oftentimes, I'll play this and get a really bad, something will happen on the first ball that I don't like, so I'll just reset right away. So there were several games where I was just like playing reset, 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 reset. I don't plan on doing that there. Oh, shoot. That was the Valley of the Beasts Lair, which actually is pretty cool. You would think you'd drain the ball often over there, but it's no often as if it was just a regular outlane. So I actually have no problem with that. And this does have a pretty unique layout. And it's one of those tables where it's like, if you do bad, you just want to go back into it and play it again and again and again. The other reason to go for that Valley of Death or whatever it is, the row of drop targets, is because once you get all the drop targets, you're given 3 times the bonus there. And then if you could get it to go down there again and hit the saucer or the hole, you'll get 5 times. Come on. And then if you could do it again, you get an extra ball. So it's very well worth it just to do it, just to get that extra ball. Because that's, I mean, one ball can really give you a really good score in this. Especially if maybe a ball or two may drain too quickly. Again, you have to nudge. Come on, get up there. Oh, so close. And I've overshot it too, where I've hit it too hard and it skipped over the hole. So everything's just got to be just right. Whoa. Is this the 3rd ball already? Yeah. Come on. Well, might be my last ball. If I could shoot it up in there 2 times. Again, extra ball. I haven't quite... Shit. Ah! Oh, okay. And there we go. This is a pretty big bonus there. Just because I had that ball going for quite some time. But let's play again. This is one of those tables I could just keep playing again and again and again and again and again. I could say for certain, for fact, that this is the best table so far in Season 7. The joke being that it is the only table in Season 7. But it'll be interesting to see what other tables come out for Season 7, because honestly, this was one that didn't impress me at first, but the more I played it, oh man, I'm really liking this table. And which is funny, because I don't normally like wide body tables that much, but I think it works here. I mean, I normally prefer the standard size tables, but this wide body, I'm really getting into this. And I think it might have something to do with the fact that it's like every ball has a chance to do something really great here. Oop, hit it up in there, and see, again, oh shoot, whoa! You would think that sometimes if you hit it like up in there as it's coming down, it has to hit that hole. But no, odds are not, I mean, they're good that it would hit the hole, but sometimes it just doesn't. See, I gotta be careful not to flip up there. You could drain the ball in between those flippers. So I'm just being extra cautious. Oh, god damn, that was quick. Again, a really big bonus. This bonus is probably more than what I had scored in the normal standard play. So this is one of those tables you really don't want to tilt on. But I've like I said, as much as I'm tilting here, there's only one time I tilted, and I was really trying to get that ball not to drain, which it did anyway. So I did myself no favors by losing the bonus. Oh shoot! Wow, screwed that up. There's those 3 drop targets down there on the other side, and first time you do it, it's worth 10,000. Second time, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, and then a special, of course. And then I think you start scoring down that path there, but that's one of those things I'm not 100% clear on. The other thing I'm not 100% clear on is the advanced bonus light at the top, which presumably you'd want to get. Shoot, there it goes. Yeah, just sometimes like that, stuff like that happens. Look at that, 206. I'm actually, you know what, these aren't the best scores, but honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with the way I'm playing here. If I could score over 400,000, that would be great, because I think 380,000 is my best so far. This is one of those tables I know that I can eventually get a really good score on. It's just seeing where the ball's going and being able to react properly. I mean, you could say that of most pinball, but you kind of have to. I have to go against some of my natural instincts on this table in order to not lose the ball. I mean, again, this is just a really good layout, I think. I mean, it looks awkward, but once you get the handle on it, it's really good, and you don't see layouts like this, you know, in more modern pinball machines. And I just like it when they have a row of drop targets you have to get through in order to open up a path. Not to mention the fact that the artwork on this table is fantastic, and we'll look at that after. We'll look at that after I'm done here. Come on, up in there. Yes. We're looking at here. We at 15,000 for our bonus right now. Yeah, you could kind of do the math there. We're at 16,000, 17,000, 18,000. You can see how quickly that bonus can get up. And once you get up to 20,000, it's a super bonus at that point. That's what they call it. And there it goes. 19,000, just short of the super bonus. Getting a super bonus is one of the standard goals, and I think it was like the last standard goal I actually got. I have not come any, and see, just something like that is the only way it's avoidable is if you don't hit that flipper. So that was just totally me, I think. And I just can't resist. I've got to hit that flipper to try and go for those side targets when it's over there. Maybe not the best thing to do, but I do it anyway. And I missed. But I think it would have hit the target that's already down. Come on. Yeah, I really enjoying this table here. Come on. I don't know how long I'm going to make this video, but I have to check to make sure my audio is working. Feels like it's been forever since I've done one of these videos, and it's probably only been like 2 months. But yeah, I've just been working on different things, as you can tell if you're watching my channel. I think maybe just one more game because they're getting worse and worse here, and I doubt I'm gonna spare Paragon. I would like to get an extra ball, but like I said, I've only done that once because once you drop down all those targets, it gets really hard to get that ball up to the hole properly, because a lot of times if you don't hit it just right, it'll bump into the sides and it won't have the momentum. And then sometimes if you hit the ball really hard, it skips over the hole, which I've done twice in a row once. But yeah, I think the secret is trying to get those drop targets and getting the multipliers. And so we're already at times 2 here. So it's, you know, we're at 12,000 and times 2, that's 24,000. So like every time we score a little bit of a bonus there, it's like really at this point you're getting twice the points. And if I could get another... Oh, man! I saw that coming a mile away. Come on. Ugh. You're like... At first it's kind of frustrating, and then you realize, you know, probably the real table is like that. It's not a guarantee. Even though I kind of wish it was to hit those holes. That's what I kind of like that about this table. Like, not everything is a guarantee. Now, again, are there bugs with this table? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not having played the regular table to the point where I can actually remember it. I'm sure. Oh, see, there we go. Right between the flippers. What are we at here? 15 minutes? Yeah, we'll end it here. This will be my last ball, unless I get an extra ball. I usually bump over here to try to get myself a better shot when it exits. Oh, almost. There we go. I was having a tough time timing that, and it looks like I kind of got it down, sort of. Oh, that was a bad one. Oh, there we go. Back up to the top. I think that's Golden Cliffs, but I kind of screwed up there. But let's end the video. Look at the Pro menu. I have not explored the table yet, but this artwork is just great. Escape Passage, the Beasts Lair. Here's your super bonus, spelling out Paragon. There's the shoot again light. But it all lines up 2, 3, 5, and then to shoot again. And if you look up here, it's the Valley of Demons, 2, 3, 5, and then the extra ball light gets lit. Actually, the 5X gets lit when you hit that hole, and then the extra ball light gets hit when you hit it again. I don't know what happens after that. Yeah, then we got the Golden Cliffs, the advanced bonus, which I think is a trigger. If you hit that trigger, I think that does the advanced bonus. I'm not 100% sure. I could read the instructions again, but I actually didn't do that. I meant to do that before I recorded the video, but then I just went for it. And what is this? The button scores? I don't know what this is called. This is like the waterfall or something. But yeah, this is just some great artwork here. I think that's one of the things that people like about this table is the artwork. Let's zoom in pretty far. Shoot. I wish they would fix the controls. There we go. Yeah, this scan is actually really good. And no complaints here on this one. We'll go back a little bit and end the video. There we go. Paragon. Bally's Paragon. I really like this one. I really do. I didn't like it at first, but the more I played it, the more I kept coming back. It's like the more I wanted to, try and get a better score. I was like, come on, let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. Obviously, I didn't do that great today. But I think you have to score at least, I don't know how. It took me a while to even get on the top 5. But even as of yet, I'm still on the last of the top 5. I think you have to score somewhere over 800,000 in order to get the top spot on the leaderboard they put in there. And I know I have some ways to go on this, but I thought that I figured out enough to actually do this video. So, thanks everyone for watching. See you all next time. Bye.